どうもゆきべビです。今回もね、これやっていこうと思うんだけど、メインストーリー行こうと思ったんだけどね、メインストーリー4つあんのね。びっくりしちゃった。1本ずつに絞ってくれって話になっちゃうよね。だからね、あんまり気にしないで楽しもうかなっていう感じかな、今回は。そんな感じでね、一緒に行こうぜ。
チャンネル登録よろしくね。
みんな見て。鶏かと思ったら、アヒルかなこれ。アヒルでもないな。鶏なのかな。何なんだろうね。じゃあ行ってみよう。
I'm sorry. Did you say something? I'm a bit lost in thought. Today could be the day, you know. Camden could be the next one to round that corner.
カムデンとは誰だ？
Husband. Although we were together for only one night before he marched. His militia fights under the
人は何して過ごしたんだよ。
We had one night together. And then he departed for 3 long years.
それやり逃げじゃねえの？
My heart tells me so.
いやまあじゃあやり逃げ犯を探しに行くか。
I can't give you much in return, but what I have is
お、
yours.
何でもって言ったねこの子ね。
Our army is notoriously secretive with their information, and all my pleas for help have been ignored. You might find something in Dyden Hill. That is where Camden volunteered. Of course, that was years ago. Thank you for your kindness. I will be waiting here for news.
最後に彼と会ったのは
On that very road, the one leading east to the Rathia coast. He was heading off to enlist at the station in Dyden Hill. That was years ago. How would I look to him now?
じゃあ行こうか。一応もう一人もなんだこれ。どうした？
Listen to me, friend. The monks of St. Odwig's
あそこで寝てたことには特に触れないノリで行くのかなこれ。まあ、特に関係ねえってことだね。
Welcome to St. Odwig's perpetual mission. I would invite you in, but the order has been too trusting in the past. We try to learn from our mistakes. Although one never knows what might be a test of faith. You have arrived just when I am in need of aid. So perhaps Mitharu is at work.
助けが必要なの？
We at St. Odwig's have worked for years to establish a presence on this hill. It's not been without its challenges. The call of the Phalanx does not fall upon deaf ears, and many of our youngest don't have the will to resist. Take Brother Egan, for example. 2 nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood and never returned. We must find him before anything happens.
なんで心配してんの？
Oderath is a savage land. Every day we must face both the beasts of the wood and the evil of wicked hearts.
てかもう2日前の夜っつったらもう間に合わねえだろ。
He knows nothing of the world of
諦めた方がいいんじゃねえの？
trust and temptation. He is like a baby, eyes wide at the world around him.
まあいいや、手伝おう
Mithal
か。
be praised. His order reigns supreme. Brother Egan was last seen northeast of here, just off the road near the Fey ruins. Please find him. Perhaps then we can welcome you into the fold with open arms.
じゃあ行こうか。別にこの宗教に入る気はないけども。てかみんな家ねえの？ここら辺の人たちって。みんなその辺で寝るって感じなのかな？大殿ヒル到着。
Last month you told me that the plague would take us all.
I know.
なんか揉めてんのかこれ。
That's not what fate says anymore.
Damn it, Agarth. You're cut off.
Yeah, and I bet I know whose fault that is.
How could a person's fate just change like that? This doesn't make any sense.
こいつかやり逃げ野郎は。
You're a brave soul coming to Dyden Hill. This little village is faring pretty badly, and I would know. I was in the war. It's in your best interest to fill your pack and depart as soon as you're able. The blood plague works fast, very fast.
妻が待ってるぞ。
Gisela? Hell, I sent that death notice. She should know that I'm dead. She cannot know that I survived. Call me a coward. Call me whatever you wish. I am not the same man she wed so long ago. I am broken. I cannot subject her to the nightmares, the wounds, the restlessness. I will spare her that torment.
女はずっと待ってたぞ。
No, I've endured much, but perhaps she has endured even more. Her silent vigil has no doubt been as trying as my time on the battlefield, you're right. This reunion is one we both deserve. We have earned our happiness. How could I have ever considered anything else? Thank you truly. Thank you.
よし、これで任務完了だな。はい、ガース。
It's your fault that I can't pay my tab, you know? I wasn't ever supposed to come back here in the first place. I've spent the last 20 years knowing what fate had in store for me. And then you... Damn it. I thought I had my life figured out.
知るか、ボケ。
Not for a fate weaver, it isn't. But that's just the problem. When I was young, I thought I could overcome anything. Now, I know otherwise. I fought beasts the size of trees, was celebrated by mortals and fae alike. When I was initiated into the Fate Weavers, I thought it was a reward for my good deeds. The first time I saw my own fate, I realized it was nothing but a curse.
別の死に方？
Naturally. But it wasn't a hero's death, like I'd always assumed. It was a coward's death, old and alone, like any mortal. I tried to avoid it, but I knew it'd find me. It was terrible. But I knew it was part of fate's greater plan. Then you came and changed that future. You stole my part in the tapestry. I was at peace with knowing the worst. But what do I do now that there's nothing to know?
まだヒーローになれんじゃねえの。
You're right. My glory days don't have to be over, and as long as I'm around you, I don't know how my story will end. That means I've got to make sure you stay around in one piece. Maybe this old trinket from my youth will help. After all, I don't just owe you my life. I owe you my future.
さあさあ、見つかった
Why,
か？
I once tracked a Yeth of Avgrun on a moonless night by smell alone. Fey or not, I could have tracked those Tuatha sober. They've set up in a cavern north of town, complete with some way of scrying your location. That's how they found you so easily. I have a plan, but
じゃあずっとバレバレだったってことね、行動が。他になんか分かった？
These soldiers were sent out with one purpose: finding you and making sure you stay dead. Everything else, the Well, Arden, Hughes, have all been collateral damage. They're using something big to track you. They call it the Eyes of Tirnoch. Smash it, and they won't be following you anymore. The main entrance is heavily guarded and will require a strong attack. The other route is trapped. It'll need a subtler approach.
表面突破だろう。でもなんで追ってるかは聞いてみよう
I
か。
don't have an answer for that. I can't imagine what about you made Gadflow send his troops across the continent.
覚えてねえんだよな。まあいいや、正面から行くわ。
Straightforward and direct. A warrior after my own heart. I'll cover the back and make sure they can't escape to report back to whoever sent them here. Let's track down some
よ
trouble.
し、頼んだぜ。着いた着いた。
This is the front entrance. You'll face their strongest guards, so it's no place for subtlety. Find their scrying mirror and smash
今
it.
丸見えだもんね。
I'll slip in the back and make sure none of them escape.
じゃあ行ってくるぜ。
I'll see you inside.
やっぱり弓が一番鬱陶しいね、敵。そしてマップが暗い。こいつが教えてたやつかな。スリを行う。
We're here.
話は終わりか？
Not until you smash those mirrors. It'll keep them from tracking you all over Dalentarth.
じゃあ壊そう。
Good luck.
The undying mortal has grown tired of running, has he? Decided to
なん
fight
だこいつは。
back. Can you tell me the difference between a creature of nature and a child of dust like yourself?
どうでもいいよ、そんな。
Children of nature know our roles. Meek and mighty, prey and predators, life and death. All serve the cycle. You children of dust do not know your place. You come into our land. You come to face your hunters. And you don't know when to die.
お前が誰なのかも知らねえよ。
Shall learn. In time, all mortals will know the might of Gadflow. Blessed herald of the merciful Tirnoch. All mortals end. Even if some are more persistent than others.
At least the Tawatha won't be able to track you so easily now. But it looks like you've got the personal attention of their king, Gadflow. If you were anyone else, I'd suggest you start running and not stop for a few years. But you might just have a chance.
どうやって戦う
You're
か。
doing well so far. You've blinded them here, and they haven't killed you yet. And much as I hate to say it, you'll need to take Aelin Shear up on her offer of help. The Codex of Destiny should hold some answers for you. For all I know, you've already met her in the House of Ballads. But it sounds like she's the only lead now.
じゃあ行こうか。
Should be able to get out.
到着。
The curious one seeks a way to the Fae, but it has found its way to the boughs of the World Tree instead.
世界一の雫とかあんのかなこれ。
And I may study you.
思考に会いたい。
Roots spread wide and deep, and I have heard what brought you here. But I cannot see where you go hence. The time of the Fae is passing. I must shelter them in their twilight and protect them from the corruption that spreads in their kin to the east.
王に私を持ってる。
I know your needs, but the predators circle Issa in her nest, and I cannot allow another to enter. Issa's end has always been certain, buried beneath Prismere blades. I can only hold back the tide. But you, perhaps you can change the
その略
currents.
奪者を皆殺しにしろってことかな。
Where you tread, you mark all you touch. Before I would help you, I must know. Will you be a kind gardener or a careless reaper?
何が必要
Like
だ。
all quicklings, you are eager to act. I would rather see the method of your action. A tribe of trolls has been corrupted with Prismere. Their matriarch, Nash, has united the clans in the first step on the path of Dalantarth's demise. You can change this fate, but to what? In doing so, you may awaken a more dangerous threat, like your ally, Aelin Shear.
彼女について何か知ってるの
She
か。
walks a dark and tangled path. A path you once walked together before you died. But your path is your own now. Defeat Nash, remove the taint of Prismere. Then I shall see who you are, if not who you will become.
グナーシュはどこだ。
The troll matriarch and her brood await at Haxi. Their corruption burns my roots and threatens our future.
でか。
Your path and watch your
どれが仲間でどれが敵か未だに分かってないけどね。なんかかっこいい剣持ってんじゃん。
Hello, mate. Glad to see
剣の柄
someone
の
else
と
is
ころし
still
か見え
out
ね
and about in these woods. The mountain trolls have been out of control lately. My war-sworn brother, Jury, was killed by them while we were trying to take care of the threat they posed. Poor bastard. One of the trolls is still hanging around the camp we made out here, so I can't even retrieve Jury's belongings. We were here fulfilling a contract to take care of the Haxi trolls for Shieldring Keep when things went south on us. We thought we would be fighting your common rock trolls, but turns out this place is infested with mountain trolls. Things all went to hell out here. I hope you can lend a hand.
とりあえずお前誰だよって
Led
話だ
shield
よ
of
ね
the。war-sworn order. Jury Dace was my sword brother. Came to Haxi to fulfill a contract, but by the gods, we didn't realize what we'd find. The forest is in ruins. The trolls are up to something bad, and we can't stop it alone.
まあやってやるが。
Kill some bloody trolls. Contract was to clear the wood of them. Of course, we didn't know the infestation was this bad. We were caught off guard. Jury paid with his life, and I'll be lucky if I can ever swing a blade again. Gut the bastards, mate. Finish what we started, and I'll give you what remains of Jury's sword as reward.
のジョリーの剣の残った部分って何？
All of them. I think there are 5 wandering the surface. including one at our makeshift camp. The contract was to clear the forest. Do that and
た
I'll
っ
be
た
able
5
to
匹の
return
お
home.
前ザゴにこいつら右往左往してんの？じゃあやっとくか。今はねレベル上げしたいからね。別なの出てきたよ。パチコからだ。レベル1の装備じゃちょいときつい感じかなこれ。はい。まず1匹。よっしゃ。大変。これあと3匹か。3匹目終了。4匹目。これが5匹目か。5匹目はちょっと本気出そうか。よいしょ。初戦のが2匹いたから辛かったね。あと1匹ずつだからなんとかならって感じで。おらおらおらおらおらおらおらおらおらおらおら。よし、これで報告して帰ろ
Well done, brother. Well done
う。
indeed.
やったね。
In time, the trolls will return, but at least now I can make it back to Shieldring Keep with my head held high. Here, take this. It was Jury's sword hilt. Broken now, but she might be mighty again if a skilled smith wanted to make her so. It's what Jury would have wanted. I'm sure you'll put it to good use.
よし、終わった終わった。次はここか。
I thought I'd find you here.
ここで何している？
That damned tree sent me. He has roots and branches all through the forest. But I was so hoping you'd be enough of a distraction for me to pass unnoticed. He said we should walk this path together. Thought I could help you, or maybe that you could help me.
じゃあ行こうか。
Trolls aren't normally this well organized. Even the biggest clans never built dens this deep.
おっと、ゾロが来たね。OK。
What are the two Arthur doing here? These trolls ever went on a rampage, they could destroy half of Dalentar.
またカニが威嚇してる。かわいいね、これ。トロールとツワサは仲間なのか。やべ、なんか増えた。急いでこれ処分しねえと。よし、片付けた。まだまだいるね。リスミア。これはまた別の個体の、あ、ボスなのね。じゃあ本気出すか。よっしゃ、そう使うぜ。もうここが一番使い時って感じだよね。いつも使い時見せるからね。あと間に合うのかこれ。あ、間に合った。よかったー。とどめだ俺。罰だったー。まるで待ってた。ギリギリ間に合った。レベルアップ。
Nice work. I see you haven't forgotten how to handle yourself in a fight. Still, this is bad. I didn't think the Tuatha would reach this far. At least not so soon.
そうさ、止めたものだと思ってたけどな。
Obviously, the Tuatha had bigger plans than just killing you. Infusing the trolls with Prismere. Trying to bring the war to Dalentar? Nirelem was right to be concerned.
何か隠してんな。
Always. But have patience.
いつものことなの？
Why not take comfort
藤子ちゃん
in that you
タイプかな、この子。
in his forest? Go, talk to the tree. I'm sure he'll allow you into Isa. I'll stay here and finish off any remaining Tuatha.
じゃあ行ってくるわ。よし、到着。
You return, and in your wake, Dalentarth blossoms. The flow is rearranged, now and
手の
forever.
ひら返したな、お前。
Nash's brood is at an end. You have destroyed what was written, and made a new fate for Dalentarth. Even your darkest ally walks a lighter path. And yet the Tuatha still spread, marching with Prismere and pain. You have only delayed our doom.
ね、助けてくれん
You
の？
have the power of an immortal, and yet the humility to ask for help. Little one, I envy your grace. You shall carry my blessings with you. You must know this, Quickling. The age is changing. Immortals are passing, and the future belongs to the young races. If there is a future to be had. Go, and stand at the heart of the She. There you will find Issa. And perhaps you will find wisdom as well.
次はイーサに行けってことか。遠いな。着いた。ここが新しい場所か。今回はアイテムをさっさと処分して終わらしたいところなんだけどな。
It is a rare occasion for us to welcome a child of dust into Issa, but it is equally rare that Niralam chooses a champion. Pleased to meet you. I am Chancellor to the High King. I pray you enjoy our hospitality.
大臣直々だからね。じゃあよろしく。
is waiting for you. Please place the codex before him, and he will continue.
了解。
Grand as this is, can't help but wonder about you.
すんごいポーズで待ってるね、王様。腕振った。
Conceived in chaos, birthed in stolen magic, torn from fate, child of two fathers. Treacheries in treacheries, winter is broken. The puppet king upon his throne, drinking flattery and lies. The power that grows in him is not his own.
急に起きた。
In the east it did begin, as it will end. From behind the veil she screams. Madness and rage. Madness and rage.
大事なことだったのかな、2回言って。
We realize this may be confusing for you. Fate, like the Fae, cannot be changed. But the Tuatha are Fae who have become something new. And you are a mortal who is free from fate's weave. Gadflow claims that the Tuatha are the work of his new god. If the Tuatha are the creations of a god, what does that make you?
知るかボケイ。
Even with the power of a god, you have the humility of a mortal. Perhaps this gift has found the correct person. This is a time of great change. Change we once thought was impossible. We were wrong.
どういう意味？
You are intertwined with the power in the east. There can be no doubt of that. Your energy reaches back to Alabastra. We do not know what will happen when you travel there, but we know that the power behind Gadflow is your ultimate goal. His god holds your answer and the fate of this world.
まあやるしかないよね。
Thank you. And perhaps you can help change our world's fate as well. I have seen those who were destined to be heroes, for whom great deeds came naturally. They come, they act, and they pass on as written. You do great things not because you must, but because you choose to. That is by far a far truer greatness.
まあガドフルは必ず俺が止めてやるぜ。
But strength of will cannot see you through this alone.
一
You
言いい
may
ん
be
で。
unbound by fate, but you are not free from death. Speak with your allies. Only with their aid can you hope to overcome the forces that stand against you.
新たなツイストオブフェイトが付与されました。お前いたんか。
Who would have thought you were so interesting? Death seems to have worked out very well for you. Agarth's looking for escape. Neuralim's looking for a savior. And Tatarian is looking for a champion. And somehow, you're giving everyone what they want. I'm impressed.
できるだけの支援が必要だ。
This won't be easy. The Tuatha have our forces under siege at Mel Senshir, and their power has only grown over the years. You'll need more help than just me and that old Fate Weaver. You'll need an army.
ガドフローに近づくには
A few years ago, one warrior could have slipped past unnoticed. But stealth is no longer an option. Not even for me. But there is hope. In the plains of Erethel there waits a player who has been away from this game for far too long. It is time to contact General Telera. Meet me in the village of Emer, and I will tell you everything.
OK。
On your way.
あいがす。
I couldn't make out half of what the king was saying, but it sounds like you've got your work cut
よくわ
out.
かんなかったっつうことだ
Think
ね
you。won't
それは
be
俺も一緒
facing
で
it。alone. In fact, I think I've got a lead on finding an old friend of ours.
古い友人
Old
とは
Felmerus Hughes, of course. If
生きてたん
anyone
か。
can help, it's bound to be the gnome who brought you back to life. I've been asking around and I was able to make contact with his superior. He thinks he might be able to help find Hughes.
アモラス・フューズは死んでいる。
No, he's a crafty one. If he got away from those
やっ
assassins
ぱり
in
生
the
きてるっ
land,
ぽい
like
な。
you said, I'm sure he found someplace new to hide out. And if anyone's likely to know where he'd go to find safe haven, it'd be the Templar who sponsored his work. His name's Octien. Go southeast to the Hollowlands. Templar Octien will be waiting there to discuss how you might find Hughes.
よし、じゃあ行くか。でもその前にアイテム整理をして今日が終了だ。じゃあ、酒場でバックパック発見。最初の街以来だね。よし、これで終わりだ。今回の動画はここまで。メインストーリー結構進んだと思うよ。道中のね、道が長かったり、なんだかんだで2時間半ぐらいやってました。そんな感じでね、チャンネル登録&高評価&コメントよろしく。んじゃなー。